perfect kiss. You give me the sweetest taboo.
You give me the sweetest, no need to ask. He's a smooth operator. The more you defend yourself, the more frustrated you get. So if you try and divorce yourself from the situation and just, well, you know who you are. You know, remember who you are. Why did Sade, the famous singer, keep so many secrets? What was she hiding from the world? She is known for her beautiful voice and hit songs, but her life has not been as perfect as it seems. For years, she stayed away from the spotlight, keeping her struggles private. What were these terrible secrets, and why did she try so hard to keep them hidden? Let's find out. The more you defend yourself, the more frustrated you get. So if you try and divorce yourself from the situation and just, well, you know who you are. You know, remember who you are. Sade has won many awards, including 4 Grammys. Every album she has released has gone platinum, meaning they have sold millions of copies. She was even given a special honor called the Order of the British Empire, OBE, for her contributions to music. She disappears for years and then comes back as if she never left. This makes her different from other stars who are always in the public eye. Her voice is soft and smooth with deep emotions. Some people describe her voice as husky and full of wisdom. She became famous in the 1980s, a time when stars like Tina Turner, Cyndi Lauper, and Madonna were also popular. But while they were loud and flashy, Sade was calm and mysterious. I'm one of those people. I'm very calm. But when somebody winds me up, as an English expression, you know, it makes me angry. I blow my fuse and I explode. She did not chase fame the way others did, yet she became just as successful. Sade was born in 1959 in Nigeria. Her father was Nigerian, and her mother was British. My mother was a nurse, and we had this room in our house that had all these strange medical instruments because she was like the district nurse, the nurse of the town I grew up in. Her parents got married and moved to Nigeria, but their marriage did not last. When Sade was 4 years old, her mother took her and her older brother back to England. She grew up in small towns in Essex before moving to London for school. She studied fashion design but later realized that music was her true passion. She first joined a Latin fusion band called Pride as a backup singer. While in the band, she became close with a few members and decided to form their own group, which they named Sade. At the time, record labels were looking for artists who sounded like Prince, Madonna, and Michael Jackson. Sade's music was very different, and record companies were not sure if it would sell. But she stayed true to her style and refused to change for the industry. And sit back and just sort of try and cut myself off and just say that, you know who you are, you know what's right about yourself, you know what's bad about yourself, what's good about yourself. Many record labels wanted her to work with top American producers to make her music more commercial, but she refused. She believed in her band and wanted to keep their unique sound. In 1984, after just 6 weeks in the studio, Sade released their first album, Diamond Life. It was an instant hit, selling over 1 million copies. One of the songs from the album, Smooth Operator, became one of her most famous tracks. The album's success proved that Sade did not need to follow trends to be successful. Sade's second album, Promise, was even bigger than her first. It came out in 1985, just 1 year after Diamond Life, and was so popular that radio stations started playing full album tracks instead of just singles. Over the years, Sade released more successful albums, including Love Deluxe, 1992, Lovers Rock, 2000, and Soldier of Love, 2010. But between each album, she would disappear from the public eye. Fans and media speculated about her long breaks. Some people thought she had stage fright. Others spread rumors about addiction or mental health issues. But the truth was simple: Sade valued her privacy. Throughout her career, Sade has refused to do many interviews and rarely collaborates with other artists. She prefers to work in a comfortable environment where she does not feel pressured. In one rare interview, she explained, "I've never collaborated because I've always avoided working outside my safety zone. I can be exactly who I am and can fail or succeed within the moment. I feel safe working like I do. Her decision to stay private has made her even more interesting. While many celebrities share every detail of their lives, Sade remains a mystery. Yet, she remains one of the most respected artists in music. Some people say that Sade's music has not changed much over the years. They feel that she keeps the same style and does not follow new music trends. Some argue that her music sounds the same, while others defend her, saying that her style is timeless. The discussion made me think about why some people feel this way about her music. If we say Sade's music is boring, then we should also say that R&B, jazz, classical, and lo-fi music are boring. Her music has smooth melodies, soft vocals, and deep lyrics. It is not loud or fast, but that does not mean it is bad. Some people only think music is good if it is exciting, like rock or rap. But music is about feeling something, and Sade's music makes people feel relaxed and at peace. That is what makes her special. It seems like some people are afraid to try new types of music. They only listen to what is popular and do not give softer, slower music a chance. This is sad because they might be missing out on something beautiful. Music is not just about energy and excitement, it is also about emotion and meaning. Sade's music has both, and that is why she will always be great. Sade is one of the most successful singers in the world, but she is also one of the most private. She does not like to be in the media. She does not give many interviews. People know very little about her personal life. Because of this, the media often guesses about what she does when she is not making music. Some people love this mystery, others think it makes her seem distant. But no matter what, her music still sells, and her fans love her. Obviously, I think a lot of people are frightened that if they go away, if they disappear for a while, everything will crumble. They'll come back, and there's no one left. When Sade released her album Soldier of Love, it was her first in 10 years. It was a big success. It sold 1.5 million copies in just 1 week. In the United States, she sold 500,000 copies, and the album was #1 in 14 countries. But in the United Kingdom, where she is from, it only reached #4. Some people in the UK did not seem to care much about her success. The UK press did not write much about her. A few critics praised her music. They said it had a beautiful balance of strength and grace. But there was no big excitement. Some people compare her to Kate Bush, another singer who stays out of the public eye. But when Kate Bush released her album Ariel in 2005, the UK media wrote much more about her than they did about Sade. In the United States, people were very excited about Soldier of Love. Many famous rappers talked about it. Kanye West wrote on his blog that this was the kind of moment that made him happy to have a blog. Lil Wayne also spoke highly of the album. Even Drake said he was most excited about working with Sade more than any other artist. Some people think Sade's music is more respected in America than in the UK. In the UK, some critics see her music as too smooth and polished. They prefer music with more roughness and energy. But in the US, many rappers and R&B singers love her music. They see it as classy and stylish. Even tough rappers like Snoop Dogg listen to her songs to relax after a long day. Another reason some UK critics do not take Sade seriously could be her past as a model. In the 1980s, she appeared on magazine covers and was known for her fashion. Some people think that if a musician is too stylish, they might not be serious about their music. But Sade proved them wrong. She has sold over 50 million albums worldwide, yet some critics still do not fully respect her work. Many soul singers like Aretha Franklin and Alicia Keys are praised because they show a lot of emotion in their voices. But Sade's singing is different. She does not scream or cry in her songs. Her voice is soft and calm. Her music is often played in fancy restaurants and wine bars, which makes some critics see it as background music rather than powerful art. In the 1980s, Sade's music was often linked to rich people who liked luxury. Some critics think that is why they do not take her seriously. They see her music as something for business people sipping expensive wine, not for true music lovers. But this idea is not fair. Many people from different backgrounds appreciate her work, love her music. Even rappers who grew up in rough neighborhoods admire her style. Some people compare her to Phil Collins, another artist who sold millions of records but was not always respected by critics. But Sade has never tried to prove herself to anyone. She makes music her way. She does not chase fame. She does not change her sound to follow trends. That is part of what makes her special. Her music is not just soft and smooth. Some of her songs are very deep and emotional. One example is I Never Thought I'd See the Day from her 1988 album Stronger Than Pride. The Truth I Was Hiding. This song is very simple but full of feeling. It is like an empty room with just a single candle burning. Her newer songs like Soldier of Love have a stronger beat, but they still keep her unique style. Some people wish Sade's latest album had more catchy melodies. If it did, maybe more people would see her as an artist with a strong vision. But Sade does not try to please everyone. She creates music in her own quiet way. She does not seek attention. She lets her music speak for itself. There was one event in Jamaica that changed her life and made her never want to return. Sade married a Spanish writer and filmmaker named Carlos Pliego. They lived together in Madrid, Spain. However, their marriage was not happy, and they had many problems. They eventually divorced, and Sade returned to London to focus on her music. Around 1992, she started dating Bob Morgan, a music producer. Bob was from Jamaica, and they decided to move there together. In 1996, they had a child named Isaac, who later changed his name to Isaac. While living in Jamaica, Sade had a serious problem with the police. In 1997, she was driving in Montego Bay when police tried to stop her. She did not pull over right away, so an officer chased her and arrested her. The police charged her with reckless driving and not obeying an officer. Some reports say that she also got into an argument with the police at the station. Sade later told a different story. She said the police were trying to take money from her and that the whole thing was unfair. She said it was made into a bigger deal than it really was. She was supposed to go to court for the case, but she never showed up. In 1998, a judge issued an arrest warrant for her. Because of this, Sade decided to leave Jamaica for good. The warrant expired in 2002, but by that time, she had no interest in going back. After leaving Jamaica, Sade moved back to England. She chose to live in a quiet rural area near Stroud. She lives there with her longtime partner, Ian Watts, and their family. She prefers to stay out of the spotlight and only appears in public when she has new music. Sade's band has not released a new album in over 10 years. However, they released a special box set with all their old albums. There are rumors that they are working on new songs and may even go on tour again. But one thing is for sure, if Sade tours, Jamaica will probably not be on her list of places to visit. Paul Cook was one of the founding members of the band Sade. He helped create the music that made the band famous. But for many years, he has been fighting in court with Sade and her record company. He says they used his performances and recordings without his permission. In 2023, he took legal action again, saying his work was used on the album Diamond Life without his consent. This album includes big hits like Smooth Operator, No Need to Ask, He's a Smooth Operator, and Your Love is King. Paul Cook says that neither Sade, her management, nor her record company had the right to use his work. He believes they released and sold millions of copies of Diamond Life without asking him. This means he never agreed to his performances being used, and he never got paid for them. The album also includes the song Snake Bite, a track that Cook claims used his work without permission. For many years, Cook tried to settle this matter outside of court. He and his legal team, Rafter Marsh UK, reached out to Sade, her management, and Sony Music UK. They wanted to talk and find a fair solution. He even tried to make a financial agreement so that everyone could move forward peacefully. But nothing worked. The other side did not agree to settle. Because of this, Cook now has to take expensive legal steps. His lawyers will send a letter before action to Sade, Sony Music UK, and others involved. This is a legal warning before taking them to court. Cook will also need to cover legal costs, which include hiring expert lawyers to help him fight for his rights. Now, he must prepare for a long and costly legal battle. Sade is known for taking long breaks between albums. Some people think this shows she cares more about quality than quantity. But others, including some fans, feel frustrated because they have to wait so long. Sade and her band don't rush. They only release music when they feel it is ready. In 2018, Sade surprised everyone by releasing a song called Flower of the Universe for the movie A Wrinkle in Time. But before that, the band had not released a new album since Soldier of Love in 2010. Now, there is good news for fans. Sade's bandmate Stuart Matthew Mann recently said that they are working on a new album. Matthew Mann explained that Sade is not interested in being famous. She only cares about making music she truly loves. He also said their record company does not pressure them. The label understands that rushing will not help. It has been many years since Soldier of Love, but the band is taking its time to make something special. Sade has done this before. After the 1992 album Love Deluxe, the band disappeared for 8 years before returning with Lovers Rock in 2000. Then, it took another 10 years for Soldier of Love to come out. The band already has many songs finished, so hopefully, fans won't have to wait too much longer. Some fans think these long breaks have hurt Sade's career. They say younger people might not know her music because she disappears for so long. But true fans believe that waiting is worth it because Sade always delivers great music. Instead of rushing, she focuses on making something timeless. Sade has returned with her first song in 6 years. This song is very special because it is a message to her son, Isaac Fadu. Isaac is transgender, which means he was born as a girl but always felt like a boy inside. He came out as transgender in 2016, telling the world who he really is. Sade's song, Young Lion, is an apology to him. She wants him to know that she supports him and is sorry for not understanding sooner. In the song, Sade sings about how hard things must have been for Isaac. She says, "Young man, it's been so heavy for you. You must have felt so alone." She understands now that he was struggling. She also sings, "Forgive me, son. I should have known." These words show that she wishes she had realized his pain earlier. She regrets not seeing how difficult things were for him. It is a very emotional song because it comes straight from a mother's heart. She loves her son and wants him to know that she stands by him. Isaac has spoken about how much this song means to him. He said that his mother never tried to stop him from being himself. He always knew deep down that he was a boy, and she never tried to change him. Even though the song says "forgive me," Isaac says he has nothing to forgive her for. He says the song touched his heart and believes it will help many other people. He thinks it will bring hope to other transgender people and their families. He wants the world to hear it because he believes it can help parents understand their children better. Sade's return to music with Young Lion is powerful. She uses her voice to send an important message about love and understanding. She wants her son to know that she is proud of him, and she hopes that other parents will listen and do the same for their own children. Love is the most important thing, and this song is a beautiful reminder of that.